Okay, today we're going to talk about the top 25 ASL signs for jobs. The word job is also the verb work. It's the Dr. Jim Show! Do you want all the words? Do you want to keep improving until you can't hold them all in your head? Start now! Hit subscribe. Let's go! We're starting with jobs. Jobs. This is the sign for work. It's the verb work. But remember, there's an interesting relationship between nouns and verbs in ASL. So work means job. Good job. My favorite job. And so on. Get it? All right. So law plus lawyer can be either. You see lawyer here or lawyer. It's inclusive. You could say, that's my lawyer. I'm his client. Now this sign client, some people don't use this word, but you're going to see it, so you should know it. Client, lawyer, doctor. Doctor isn't like me, Dr. Jim. It's a different kind of doctor. Doctor, this sign means a medical doctor. So if you have a problem with your knee, or your back hurts, or you're sick, and you go see Right. If you come see Dr. Jim, I can't give you medical advice. You can come say hi and we'll talk, and I'll say, oh, your back hurts. That's too bad. But I can't help you. You have to go see a doctor. Sometimes people joke and use this sign, Dr. Jim, but it's actually the wrong sign. That's not the right sign for me. I have a PhD. I don't have an MD or a DO, which is also a doctor. There are other fields as well that use this title of doctor. Either that one or the sign doctor, like a surgeon or a psychologist. But we have certain signs like dentist. That's a unique sign. So there's lots of different words. This next one some people argue about, but you need to know it. It's patient. It goes down and across with a P on your shoulder. I sign waiter like this, with the I love you hand shape, as though someone's carrying a tray of food or something. And you'll see it like this as well. My waiter's lousy, or my waiter. You'll probably more often see it like this. But in reality, of course, a waiter couldn't carry a big tray with just the 3 fingers. But we use the sign anyway. It's our language. Secretary. At my work, we have 2 secretaries. You know, with a crown. King. Queen and king. Priest. Some churches don't have a priest, so there are different signs. I'll show you 3. Sometimes, you'll see this person sign again. Sometimes you just see pastor and rabbi for the Jewish faith. Hey, you still awake? All right. Police officer. My friend's a cop. Police. In ASL, we don't have a whole bunch of signs for military words. So this sign soldier is like carrying a gun. You know, you see the hands here. And this word has a host of other meanings. Military, army, soldier, and so on. Why is that? Well, my view is, and my belief is, that if deaf people aren't permitted to be involved in a particular domain, or if because they're deaf, like in the military, they have not permitted deaf people to serve, they're rejected. And, you know, that's wrong, because they could serve in various ways, of course. With or without a gun, maybe not, but that's not my decision. The point is, they could do many jobs in the military, but they're summarily rejected. So what happens in the language is that we don't have many signs for that domain because we aren't in that field and we're not involved. And if people aren't involved in a field, they have less words for that field. And that's true for all languages. If people who use a particular language aren't involved in a particular thing, they're not going to have a lot of words for that thing. To get an idea of what this means, if you live in a cold place that's cold year-round with lots of snow, you're probably going to have more words that talk about snow or the cold or things related to that. You're not going to have a lot of words for warm things like sand and a beach and all these different words and water and so on. You're not going to have a lot of words in that language for these things. I work with many deaf artists. See another sign for art, an old sign, looks like this with the Y. And I encourage people to use the old signs. Why not? I use this sign a lot. It means art as well. And remember that person thing? Sometimes we get rid of the person. We don't use that part of the compound. Artist. I have many deaf friends that are artists. I'm an author. And again, it's the sign right, but it's used as a person. A person who writes books. I like my boss. He's a great guy. He's my favorite. Manager. See the hand shapes. Actor. Remember, you could use the person sign or not. President. My car needs a mechanic. My good friend is a painter. You could say it like this as well. And farmer. My grandpa was a farmer. You could say my grandpa used to be a farmer. Do you want all the words? Do you want to keep improving until you can't hold them all in your head? Start now. Hit subscribe. Let's go. Did you just get a haircut? Looks good.